There was once a young man who got angry every single day. When people criticized him, he exploded. When someone didn't respect him, he felt broken inside. And even small things, traffic, rude comments, mistakes, could ruin his peace completely. He often told himself, if people could just stop being so annoying, I'd finally be happy. But life never worked that way. One day, after losing his temper again, he went to see an old monk who lived deep in the mountains. He said, "Master, I'm tired of being angry. I'm tired of letting people control my emotions. Please, teach me how to never be bothered by anyone again." The monk smiled, a soft, peaceful smile, and said, "Come with me." They walked together through a small village. Children were laughing, dogs barking, merchants shouting. The young man grew irritated. He whispered, "It's so noisy here. How can you stay calm?" The monk replied, "When the wind blows, do you blame the wind, or do you learn to walk with it?" They continued walking until they reached a quiet river. The monk picked up a small bowl, filled it with water, and handed it to the young man. "Hold this," he said, "but don't spill a single drop." Then, without warning, the monk led him back through the same noisy market, people bumping into him, shouting, laughing, teasing. By the time they reached the other side, the young man was sweating, holding the bowl tightly. The monk asked, "Did anyone bother you?" The young man replied, "No, I was too focused on not spilling the water." The monk nodded. That's the secret. When your mind is focused on what truly matters, the noise of the world can no longer disturb you. The young man frowned. "But master," he said, "sometimes people hurt me. They say cruel things. Shouldn't I defend myself?" The monk sat down beside the river and pointed to the flowing water. "Do you see the river?" he asked. "Yes," said the young man. "The river does not stop when someone throws a stone into it. It simply flows around it, calm, deep, unstoppable. Be like the river." The monk continued, "When you let others make you angry, you hand them your power. You say, 'Here, you decide how I feel today.' But peace is when you decide how you feel, no matter what happens outside of you." The young man stared at the water, realizing how many times he had given his power away to people who didn't even care about him. Every insult, every small irritation, every argument, all of it had been a test of his own strength, not theirs. The monk then said, "Anger is like drinking poison and expecting others to suffer. The more you hold it, the more it destroys your inner peace." He handed the young man a cup of tea. "Now," he said, "try to taste this tea while thinking angry thoughts." The young man sipped, but the tea felt bitter. Then the monk said, "Now take another sip. But this time, think of something you're grateful for." The young man closed his eyes, thought of his family, the sunshine, the sound of the river, and suddenly the tea tasted sweet. The monk smiled again. "You see, the tea didn't change, yet you did." That moment changed everything for the young man. He realized that peace was never about controlling others. It was about mastering himself. Years passed. The young man became a teacher, calm and wise. People came to him with their anger, their pain, their broken hearts. And he always told them the same thing the monk once told him. When someone throws words at you, don't catch them. Let them fall to the ground, because not every fight is worth fighting, and not every comment deserves your peace. He would smile gently and say, "The one who controls himself controls the world." The truth is, you can't stop people from being rude, cruel, or unfair, but you can stop letting them control your emotions. Every time you choose peace over reaction, you rise higher than those who try to pull you down. Remember this: you are not the storm. You are the sky above it. You are not your anger. You are the calm observer behind it. And when you master that, no one can ever take your peace again. So next time someone tries to make you angry, smile, because they're just testing your strength, not defining your worth. And that is how you never get angry or bothered by anyone again.